Yeah, empty bottles of red wine laying on the floor from last night. We got a little drunk, yeah. Now I'm a little numb. Spending hours by your bedside, talking till it's dark out somehow. Can get you off my.
Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Snack Cackle Talk. I am your host, Lacey,
I am Monica.
and we are here for Freestyle Thursday. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to hop on here because I got a game I want to play.
Oh Lord.
I just think it'll be fun. She gonna play y'all, and I want y'all to participate too.
How do you know?
So while we give y'all a few seconds, remember Freestyle Thursday is where anything goes, where we talk about random topics.
Why is my stomach sounding like a thunderstorm?
I got some Ritz crackers.
I don't even think I'm hungry. I don't feel hungry.
I got some cold water. I got Kool-Aid packs.
It sounds like a thunderstorm for real.
I got candy.
Yeah.
I got peanut butter.
What don't you have?
And canned chicken.
Okay, I've never had canned chicken.
It's actually pretty good. Because I just use it to eat with my crackers. Kind of like tuna out the
What is
can.
going on?
It wants to be heard
I
today.
don't know if y'all can hear it, but it sounds like a thunderstorm for real. I just don't hear the lightning crackling.
So I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes to hop on here
Okay, well, why was I not informed of this game beforehand?
because
You wanted the element of surprise?
yes, I have to get y'all's raw actions on this game that I want to play. And no, I did not come up with the game. I saw it last night and I thought it would be a fun game to interact with you guys. That's what I thought. Huh? Huh?
What?
Oh, I did not know what that was. Okay, that's something. That's something else popped up on my screen. Yes, today is Freestyle Thursday. Anything goes. And after I saw this little game last night on YouTube, I thought it would be fun to interact this game with y'all.
I'm a little worried.
So, but other than that, um,
I'm still a little worried because I was not given a heads up. I think you just wanted my blind reaction. That's what I think.
did you tell me next time to do that?
I don't know. Did I?
You might have. I have no idea.
What is this game about?
But
Oh,
I I couldn't even explain the game.
that's how I know. It was a setup. It's a setup. It is a
I couldn't
set
even explain the
up.
game. She caught me off guard. Y'all, listen, I have not been operating at 100. I've got a headache right here in this exact spot. I don't know how that is, but I do. And I've been dropping stuff all day. My blood sugar
Let
was
me prepare
low.
myself.
And so I ain't been right since I woke up.
Because you knew you were going to be wrong on this live.
But y'all, y'all excuse me,
Got me over
okay?
here shaking, opening the can.
Every time I come on here, I swear I came on here early today, and I tried to get us set up in it. And at least I'm on here on time today. You know, usually I tell y'all I'm going live at 5, and then it be almost 6 o'clock by the time we go live.
You know what? You so right. What time is it? Oh, it's fine.
So I think I did good today. So I'm gonna
Wait, were you supposed to call her Day?
no.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
I don't think they told me to call her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I can get my stuff to act like how I need it to, then like I'm on my page and I'm not seeing any. I'm not even seeing my live yet, so I'm hoping that I am streaming live.
Let me see.
Um, so that I can get you guys comments on everything. Every time I get on here, y'all, I swear I'm a hot mess.
Well, it says. Let me see. Yep, we're live.
Then why it won't show on here? It won't show for me that I'm live. Well, anyway, now, um, so for those of you guys that missed us on Hot Topic Tuesday, we had a really good hot topic. I really enjoyed that topic. It's a very sad topic that on the person that it was about, that he left the group that he was in. Uh, um, Trip Fontaine left tonight's conversation, and him and Keita Rose didn't have a whole lot of nice things to say. So, but that was our topic on Hot Topic Tuesday. But today is Freestyle Thursday. Anything goes on this day. And we open the door for you guys. If y'all have questions, if y'all have comments, we try to open it up so that we can respond to you guys and interact with you guys
I didn't know his name.
on anything. And if y'all have a topic that y'all want us to just blurt out and talk about, then hey, today's the day. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
But the game that I want to play with you guys, I don't know. Should I introduce a game right now or?
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, you should. Yes, you should.
Well,
Yep.
she didn't even give me a chance to finish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I saw the game.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the game last night on Nightcap. For those of you that might be familiar
Oh,
with that show.
Lord. I told you it was a setup. I told you. And I will give my honest opinion.
For those of you that are familiar with Nightcap, you know that has Ocho Cinco and Shannon Sharp. And they played this little game, Spark It or Skip It. So if y'all are familiar with that, then well, you can't be familiar with it because they had just did it. So, but if you guys watched it, I just want to get y'all's honest reactions to if you're for it or not. So if you're for it, you're gonna say spark it. And if you're not for it, you're gonna say skip it. And I'd like for y'all to tell me why you would skip it. And if you want to, you can tell me why you would spark it.
Why?
I think it would be fun.
But why? Oh my God.
I really do think it would be a fun thing.
No. But
okay, he's saying something's in front of the cameras. But,
who, Mr. Wilson?
Mr. Wilson. What's in front of the camera?
I could see us just fine. Oh, what? There you.
I'm assuming, I hope you guys can see us. I can't tell because what I see, I can see myself and Monica. Oh, okay. It's this little thing right here. Okay, hold on, y'all. I hope I don't mess up anything, okay?
Oh, I have to read that in a minute.
But I'm going to attempt to get this out of my camera room. Let's see. Okay.
Where did it go?
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not going to even worry about it no more. I'm just going to leave it, okay? Because every time I try to fix something on here, then my whole streaming gets messed up just like it just did. So I'm just going to leave it alone. But I'm streaming this on a new device today. And the little clip the corner of the clip right here. So I apologize to y'all. Okay.
Oh, that's what that's what I saw.
So that's I was trying to figure that out earlier, and I kept looking back like, okay, what is that? And come to find out that's what that little clip was. Excuse me, I have this little headache right here. I'm not myself. I thought I was seeing some flashes going on up in here. So I'm like, okay, maybe if I just stare, I'll figure out what it is. And I kept staring and I keep seeing flashes. So I'm thinking it's my eyes, my head. I'm thinking it's me. I was like, okay, well, I'll just call the doctor and make an appointment tomorrow. But let's move forward and get through today. And then all of a sudden, it was my lamp the whole time. My lamp was flashing. So I turned it off. I turned it off because those of you that know me, I do have epilepsy. So I turned that off. But moving ahead. That's probably, I don't know why I got a headache today, but I do. And it's been trying to build and build and build. But the game is Spark It or Skip It. I wonder if you gonna play Spark It or Skip It? I'm gonna throw you out there on it. Okay?
What? Hey,
I can't see my live, y'all.
that's what I'm. Yeah, I just lost it.
I cannot see my live. Um
Hold on, let me
and I really want to be able to get y'all's opinions
pull it up.
and y'all's comments. And I know Mr. Wilson is communicating with me through
Here it is.
YouTube.
I just have to mute it.
Okay. I know Mr. Wilson is communicating with me through through YouTube.
There we go.
But I'm trying to figure out why I'm not seeing y'all on my page to where that I can get y'all's reactions. And it's not cooperating with me once again. I swear we go through this every time I get on here. Y'all, this is real life struggles. YouTube make this look real easy, and I'm not computer tech savvy, so this is not easy for me.
Well, ma'am, since you want to throw me out there, you're gonna have to get tech savvy.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to. Like, it's not showing me anything.
And it's not. But you're live.
And I don't. Okay, well, Monica, if you can just tell me what they say then.
I will.
Because I can't get it to pull up over here, okay? And y'all don't ask me to, Day, if you get on today, I ain't going to fight with the link because I'm not using my laptop. I'm trying to see what this new device is about, and I'm already having some difficulties. So, but anyhow.
You're having difficulties because you threw this game at me and didn't forewarn me. But that's okay. That's all right.
Well, but at least you're familiar with.
Now I am. But it's okay. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay, so Spark It or Skip It. Now, these are kind of bedroom questions. No, this is not Relationship Saturday. And I thought about saving it to then.
Wait a minute. This ain't what we're supposed to be talking about today.
You told me to go ahead and talk about it.
Oh, Lord.
Did you not?
It's okay. It's all right.
You know what? We're going to go and talk about it so we can go and get it over with.
No, come on.
Spark it or skip it.
Oh, God.
This is not Relationship Saturday, but it is geared towards the bedroom.
I guess that's what I get for having Freestyle Thursday. Anything goes.
Okay, so in the bedroom, whipped cream. Whipped cream. Spark it or skip it.
I plead the fifth.
Spark it or skip it. I'm gonna skip it. I don't eat whipped cream of any nature, so I'm gonna skip it.
Well, I eat it when I get the Slims jar. the brownie jar. Yeah, it's bomb.com. But
What? Okay, so with whipped cream, are you for it? Spark it or skip it? If it's on you, I'm still gonna skip it. It's sticky. It's gonna be messy.
whipped cream not sticky.
If it get on you,
It's not sticky.
I feel like it would be.
It melts quickly,
And
but it's not sticky.
it's sweet, so it was still kind of leave
It's-
like a.
Whipped cream is not. I'm telling too much. Fine. Spark it. It's whipped cream is not that sticky. You're not supposed to use a whole bunch of it anyway.
Okay, well, I tried whipped cream and
You use too
it,
much.
It wasn't my cup.
You
of
ain't
tea.
supposed to just cover yourself in it. You use a little bit, lick it off, use a little bit.
I didn't put it on myself or
I'm just
anything like
saying.
that.
I'm not. No.
But-
I'm not saying I. No, it can be used on me. I'm not.
I'm just saying, no, no,
You don't use the whole can.
it was nasty.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not one of those people just gonna go around and spray it in my mouth. You use a little bit. You don't. Yeah, it's not a dessert. It is a topping.
I mean, it's a dessert.
No, it's a topping. Who eats whipped? Okay, some people may, but I'm not one to eat whipped cream as a dessert. It's a topping.
Yeah, some people do.
Yeah, that's nasty.
But I'm gonna skip it. I don't eat whipped cream of any sort, and I don't want it on me either.
Well, you haven't had a jar from Slim's Chicken.
I'm gonna have to see what she talking about.
Get the brownie.
I ate at Slim's Chicken only once
Get
when
the
they
brownie
first
jar.
opened it. It didn't have no flavor, so I was done. And it tasted kind of tough.
Well, in my opinion, canes don't have no flavor. You have to use the sauce, and I'm not a sauce person. Unless you go to the one that's in front of Walmart on 31 at a certain time.
They're good. Yeah,
Theirs
there's
has-
always fresh and,
Theirs has
and crunchy and
a little-
everything.
somebody in the kitchen using salt and pepper on when they fry theirs. But the one on Broadway, now that one just tastes like just chicken that's just fried with no seasoning. But the one on the loop in 31, yeah, that one has some seasoning in there.
Okay, so we got a 1 and 1. She's gonna spark it and I'm gonna skip it.
As long as you ain't using the whole can.
Ice.
Oh, definitely. That's a spark. Definite.
I'm gonna skip that one too.
Oh my God.
It's cold.
It's ice.
I'll die. I don't do anything cold except for cold drinks.
Okay,
I
Who
drink
said
those.
they gonna just stick it on the skin and leave it there? No.
It's just the instant reaction of something touching you that's cold. If I was aroused, it would like take it away.
No.
So we won. Okay, so lights.
Spark.
On?
Yes. On, off, on. Depending on how big the room is, it might have two. You can leave half of them on, half of them off. Now, back in the day, all of them. If it was a night light, I wanted it unplugged. I wanted it completely dark.
We are all in water over here.
Definite. We completely different ends of the spectrum. I want to see.
I'm not totally against lights, but I would prefer off.
Why?
Because the only reason why I would have lights on is just to look at your face. Other than that, the lights can be off.
I want to see.
I mean, I can take that glimpse before everything gets started.
Well, I mean, sometimes I'm telling.
Once we get started, then
no
lights out.
Mm-mm.
I want the lights off. I don't know why. I feel like it sets the mood better. Now I can do candles, definitely. I can do some candles to kind of set the mood.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. Now candles, so I'll just say candles, yeah. It's a little bit different from the light because the light is the whole room. It sets the mood. I used to take my showers by candle, my baths by candles, get dressed in the middle of the night and get ready for bed by candles. Like everything was, it just sets the whole mood.
Yeah.
And if I wanted a romantic night with the hubby, buy candles.
Yeah, I can do the candles.
It set the whole mood. So I can definitely do some candles. Now the light though,
No, I can do
got to turn the light
I could
off.
do either or, but back in the day, yeah, it had to be complete darkness.
And
I'm telling you, if it was a night light, it had to be unplugged.
it silhouettes the body, in a more alluring kind of way. Not mine. I mean, my spouse's.
Look at my face.
Right along. Okay.
Mr. Wilson, we need to get her out of that box. Some more.
Cover.
Cover? We not in a hot box.
Spark it or skip it.
Yeah. I don't want a sheet. I don't want hell. What? No. Cover?
I'm gonna spark it.
Oh my God, Lacey. Oh, I just started. Wait a minute. God, I just got hot. You just made me sweat.
That's too funny, y'all.
Cover. Cover.
I'm gonna spark it.
Pass. That's a hard pass. Pass, skip, chunk, throw.
I'm gonna spark it with the cover.
That's getting tangled around the feet, the arms, legs.
It's actually not.
No,
It does not.
No.
And it gives the bed that that rumpled look too in the end. Y'all come get her. Y'all come get her. I'm gonna spark that one.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
All day slam dunk spark it.
We throw a cover back.
I don't necessarily have to have a blanket, but a sheet, definitely.
No.
Definitely.
No.
I don't know why. I just like that. I do.
No.
This is too funny to me, y'all. This is too funny to me.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now let me just say, honey.
Hell no. Now that is sticky. I ain't never tried it, but it is. You open the jar of honey and you have to literally hold it or spoon it out. No. I barely want to use that on my biscuits because
I'm
it's gonna
gonna
turn my
skip
biscuit
that
up.
too.
No.
I'm gonna skip that one too.
What the hell?
Fruit.
What kind of fruit?
Does it matter?
Yes.
Okay. Strawberries.
Yes.
Okay. We already knew that was gonna be a yes.
Mm-hmm.
Bananas.
No, that's a little awkward.
What are you gonna be doing with it?
I don't know.
Berries of any sort besides strawberry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I've never tried, so I have no idea.
I can't do watermelon. I'm allergic.
Okay, I can understand. I can see that. No, I've never tried, so I have no idea.
And for those that question, yes, there's a black person that is allergic to watermelon.
Okay. Chocolate.
Yes. It can be a little messy, but yes. Not a lot, but yes. Oh, my bad. Spark.
Chocolate.
Go on, say it. Go on, say it.
I'm not. Well, I've never done chocolate. I've never done
Okay,
it.
well,
So
would you?
I guess I wouldn't be close to the invitation. I'll say that.
What?
I've never tried it. So
Okay, so you would be open.
now, if it's gonna be a messy, sticky situation, then no.
Well, I mean, just say if Mr. Wilson was like, okay, we're going to do something different. And he came out with a little thing of chocolate. You were like, okay.
No, I'm be like, what you got that for?
Oh, you just ruined the mood.
What you about to do?
Sometimes you just need to just go with the flow.
Since
One
when-
of these days, you
I'll be
just
like,
need
since
to
when
go
you start eating
with
chocolate?
He don't eat chocolate. Something he don't. Okay, well you need to get a whole bunch of chocolate up in
I
here
don't
so he
think
won't
he's
eat it.
against chocolate. I guess it just he eat chocolate chip cookies. That's probably about it. I've never seen him eat any type of chocolate candy or anything.
Well, you need to get some up in the office.
So I'm like I said, I'm not against it. I've never tried it, so I'm not gonna say no because
Okay.
I've never tried it, so I don't know. But whipped cream, that's a skill. Definitely a skill.
What about marshmallow fluff? That's white.
No.
And it comes in a jar. Now that would be kind of.
It's the texture for me. I'm gonna have to skip that one.
Now that would be messy because that's kind of stringy when it comes out.
Really?
Yeah.
It's no.
My daughter had some with some graham crackers.
Okay, no. We gonna skip that one all day. All day we're gonna skip that one.
Wait, when did you have time to come up with this list?
Just now.
Oh, okay.
Just now.
All right. Well, next.
Okay, so for those of you that like to take a sip, wine.
Definite. Wait, what kind? All wine ain't good.
Don't ask me what kind. Hell, I don't know.
Okay. Spark.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say.
As long as
Nay,
it's the type
I'm not a
of
drinker.
wine that I drink.
I'm not a drinker at all. So I mean, and I don't think my husband. I know my husband did when he was younger, but
Cause all wine ain't good.
I don't see how we would benefit from that one. But I have no idea. I mean, I'll benefit. I don't know how he would benefit from it. I mean, if he doesn't drink wine or anything like that.
Yep. Spark.
So I'll just go ahead and say skip that one.
Yeah.
Because I don't see that one happening.
Pour me up.
Okay. Okay. TV.
Wait, hold on. It depends. Wait, just the TV being on or something specific being on?
I mean, both. You know, some people they have to have sound in the background.
What? That's
Preferably-
what music is for.
Preferably something like I'm just saying, like, what if you're at a hotel and you don't have the music?
No, if you're at a hotel, that means you better come prepared.
You know, if you don't have the music, but you want some sound going on, it's like you want the TV on. And if you do want the TV on, does it have to be like on something action or just voices in general?
Well, I don't have to have the TV. I really don't have to have sound. But if the TV is on, I mean, it doesn't matter. So I guess Spark.
Okay, I can see that one. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, it just depends on what we're doing.
But I will tell you that if the TV is on and it's trash, I'm gonna be watching TV. That has happened.
Okay. No. Like, don't, yeah, I will say this. If I'm watching TV, don't come in between. Just wait till I get through. Or turn it off altogether. Yeah, because other than that, especially if it's something good, then it's going to have my attention.
Antoinette said, "How'd you get them 4 kids?"
I can't remember. I can't remember if the TV was on or off. She's so messy. She's like, hell no.
She said, "Let you were watching porn." No, ma'am, she was not watching porn. Trust.
Now I will say, porn. That's a skip. I cannot, will not.
That's a hard skip.
Don't
skip.
put that on because you won't get none. Plain and simple.
Not even soft porn.
If it's soft porn, it better be something like Zane. Something that's,
because that can be erotic.
Something that's gonna make me get in the mood.
Exactly.
But I don't consider that porn.
So
you get what I'm saying? I don't consider anything that gives you a romantic nature porn.
Okay.
They porn people, the only scene they set up is the bedroom.
Yeah.
They just set the bed up. That's it. They don't have nothing else going on.
She said, "Really?"
Yeah, really. Yeah, really. Porn, that's a no. You will not get none. So don't do it. Mr. Wilson, don't do it. That's a very hard no. Definitely. So, clothes.
What do you mean clothes? You gotta be a little bit more specific, ma'am.
On or off?
But how else can you do it?
Which clothes on and off?
You can't do it with your clothes on.
Yeah, you can too.
No, shit.
They just pull your bottoms down, leave your tops on, pull your dress up, take the panties off, unzip the pants, leave everything else on.
Oh, hell no. That's too constricting. Hell no. I wish somebody would come to me with their no. You come to me with your pants on
like
no.
It seems like even for a jump off, you should at least pull them down or something. You know, you just pull them down to their ankle and leave everything on so you can just pull it up and go.
The most clothes I've had on is my shirt on.
I'm off.
Because anything else is too damn constricting.
Yeah, that I'm gonna skip that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to actually feel like
she said, "Leave that shirt on and pull the panties to the side." I'm not even pulling the panties to the side. They gotta come off. That's too much. No.
Nah. I just feel like and I like to actually feel like I'm having sex with you.
Yeah.
And that I'm actually enjoying it.
Clothes on?
I don't feel like
no.
I don't feel like I could get into anything without my clothes on.
Who would want to have sex with their clothes on? If you come to me and you still have your boxers on, I'm gonna feel like you got something. You got something crawling around down there.
That you don't want me to see.
Exactly.
I can see that.
That's yeah.
I can see
wait,
that.
what you got going on? Hold on. That's when I'm gonna go to my phone. I'm gonna pull out my flashlight. I'm like, hold on. Oh no, but you gotta go. No.
You're making that pain shoot up right.
I'm dead ass. That's when I'm gonna really start inspecting. I'm going to inspect.
Yeah.
And if I feel like I have to inspect, then I don't need to be with you.
Lights on.
Lights off. The clapper. That's it. Because you got the clap. That's it.
No, I'm gonna have to skip that one. If we can't take our clothes off, then no.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one.
Okay. Um,
I feel like I gotta brace myself for this one. Oh Lord. You don't even know how to word it. Whew, let me hold on.
this should be easy for me to say.
I'm holding on.
Don't say condoms.
Oh. Why was that so hard?
Cause I just want to kind of get you to be braced for it.
You get on my nerves.
It depends.
Yeah, it depends. If it's somebody that you've been with for a long time, then if I feel like I can trust you, then
It depends. Yes, definitely.
skip it. But if it's somebody that you're not familiar with,
Yes.
that you're just now starting a relationship with,
Then,
of
yeah.
course.
Yes. But they should always stay available. Spark it.
Of course.
Me and Mr. Wilson, we have been together for 20 some years and we still keep them. We still keep them.
Because you never know.
Yeah. You just never know. No trust issues. We just still keep them.
Hell, somebody might need them.
I mean, you know,
I mean, not you guys, but hey, somebody might call.
I came home. I went to the pharmacy to pick up my grandmother's medicine, and they had a jar of condoms sitting up there for free. I said, "Are these free? Like, I can get as many as I want?" They said, "Yeah, sure." Here you go. I don't know if you're sexually active or not, and I don't know if they fit.
Why you asking? Why what, Day Day?
I'm mad. I can't pull this up on here. I can't see any of the message feeds.
Oh, you were on your page. I wonder why it wasn't showing that you were live.
I don't know. That ain't showing me nothing. I done messed up something.
You broke it. Oh, she said, why y'all have come? She said, just because. She said, one of the kids might need it.
Oh, look at her.
Girl, hush. Right there.
Well, I'll be dang on. Well, there I am. I finally found y'all. I don't know why I had to search for it.
That's how I had to go to it. They said, why y'all got condoms?
I just keep them. You know, you just never know. You just never know. And plus, I might want to feel like, hey, baby, you want to wear a condom tonight? You're going to be like, sure. He don't care.
He don't question?
Hmm. I haven't done that. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying. We got a whole box. I mean, they good for 2 years. So, I mean, my kids ain't got no excuses.
True. So have you ever just asked him to wear a condom?
Back in the days.
Oh.
Especially like if I didn't, even after I had my tubes tied, I'm like,
I ain't chancing it.
I ain't chancing it.
We got 4 kids. I want them both.
They say I can still get pregnant.
You can for a little while.
And so I that's matter of fact, that's when I started buying them. When there's people like, girl, you know you can still get pregnant even with your tubes tied.
A tubal pregnancy. Yes, ma'am.
And I'm like, huh? I mean, I ain't got to worry about that no more at all now.
No, ma'am.
I don't have to worry about that. So, but yeah, back in the days, when they started scaring me, talking about you can still get pregnant with your tubes tied, then I told my husband the first time he came to me after I heard that, I was like, "Can you go buy some condoms?" He's like, why? I'm like, I'm not trying to get pregnant. Your tubes are tied, yeah, but people are saying that I can still get pregnant.
Ectopic pregnancy, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I just started it then.
Who is it?
But yeah, but no. I haven't just out the blue just be like, oh, let's just put a condom on. No, I don't do that.
Oh, my look huge.
Nothing like that.
My arm look huge.
I'm not gonna play with you. I mean, any of these, y'all think that y'all would spark or skip? You know,
I can't believe you did this.
spark it or skip it.
Yes.
I mean, I only came up with only 7. The other 3, I didn't come up with those.
Yeah.
Nightcap, Shannon Sharp, and Ocho came up with.
Yeah, they sure did. They sure did.
Okay. Well, one of the topics that we was gonna talk about, I don't even want to talk about it no more. I already got a headache, so I don't want that person irritating my senses any more than what they already are. So what else are we gonna talk about?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, let's see.
That spark it or skip it threw me for a loop.
I mean, okay, well, threesomes.
Ooh.
Spark it or skip? I mean, I'm skipping it.
Yeah.
One's enough.
Yeah. I've been approached, but yeah. I ain't there yet. I've done some things, but yeah, that ain't. Yeah, I'm not there.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip that. One's enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've been approached by men and women, but yeah, I'm
yeah,
not
if there's
there.
somebody that just want to sit there and sit back and watch,
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
I don't know. But definitely threesomes is out.
Oh Lord, I need some tissue.
Cause somebody not gonna get theirs. I'm gonna get mine first.
You know what? You said you were selfish.
Very, very selfish.
You are a selfish lover.
Somebody's not gonna get theirs. I'm not doing a 2 men and a woman, and I'm not doing 2 women and a man.
What you say?
Neither of the 2. Let's see. Huh? Yeah, right there.
Right where?
On that first block right there.
On the first block.
Oh.
My nose is this damn weather.
Let's see. What's another one? I just had it in my head. Swinger. Like, would you participate in it? I don't know.
That's a tough one. I would go to a swingers club just to watch. I make a circle, be like, okay, that's what they do. All right, now it's time to go. But as far as actively going and participating, yeah, that's the same thing as threesome. Actually, that's worse than a threesome. That's an orgy. What?
What did Kevin Hart say?
Wait, she said unless I can have 2 men, then all right, okay.
That's a no for me. One's enough. One is enough. But the swingers, not by myself if my husband want to go, but I don't know why we would do that though. Unless it's like you, he just curious and want to see. But as far as participating, I don't see myself because that's too random for me.
Yeah, because you don't know who that. Because if you're participating, you don't know who that person that you're participating with was with before you and how many times they've been there. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. No judgment here because I'm not familiar with it, but it's too random for me.
Yeah. I mean, as far as going to a swingers club, I would go just to see, how it operates and how they do things. But to participate, no, I wouldn't go and participate because it's too random. I don't know their testing.
I agree with you on that one day. Because I don't know, the sex could be totally different and rough, and not to say they're intending to hurt you, but you can kind of feel like it in the end, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Okay, nah, I'm gonna skip that one. I'm gonna skip it. I don't even want to see it. I changed my mind. Like I said, if he just wanted, he was curious. I'm not curious, but if he was curious and just kind of wanted to see, it's not somewhere I would want him to go by himself. Definitely not.
If that's somebody I was with and he wanted to go and I didn't want to go, then by all means go. I wouldn't question anything you did when you got there, when you came home, because there's something that you wanted to experience and I didn't, because we
Okay.
made that choice. We made that choice that you would go. You did what you did, and that was it. So, and
Okay.
if I chose not to go, then that was my choice. You chose to
I
go.
can I
That
can
was your
see that,
choice.
but I'm still gonna skip that one.
Yeah, but I mean that's something I think that's something that I would want to experience but not participate in. I would
Mhm.
just want to go and see how they do things, just to see their practices, to see if it's all done in a safe manner, to see if everybody's required to wear condoms or whatnot.
Yeah, that
But
should be like a whole application
yeah, it
process.
should. Because of how all these sexually transmitted diseases are,
And
done.
we already know the secrecy is there.
Yeah.
So you ain't got to worry
And to
about that.
see how far up it goes, because I'm quite sure it's a lot of high ranking people that go to
You
these
think so?
clubs.
Well, that's not a thing. So, I mean, look at the sex rings in general. So,
Hmm.
yeah, I could see that. Hey, do you have to pay for that?
I don't think so.
Good boy.
You have to
I would
be
want to.
you
I would
have,
want a
but I
refund if
do
I got some
I
trash.
know for a fact you have to be invited.
Oh,
You can't just show up. You have to be invited.
no, they should. They should get tested definitely to make sure they stay safe. But they should do it after every partner, not periodically after every partner. Because just because you test negative the first time don't mean it'll be the same the second time.
Hmm.
But yeah. Oh, okay. Strip clubs.
Smart. I've been to strip clubs.
For men or women?
Both.
Hmm. I mean, back in the days, I used to win a lot of radio show prizes, and I had won tickets to go see like the little
Oh,
Chippendales,
dang, for real, Daddy?
and I couldn't do it.
Oh,
What is
wow.
that? Oh,
Well, damn.
oh, Sookie. Okay.
Telling the secrets, telling the secrets.
that girl, we gonna have to add you to the club over
No,
here.
for real. Now I've been going around looking at people's windows. Like, oh.
Like I know that they had like little flags and stuff like that that they can hang outside their houses to kind of let you know what type of community of people they might have been. I
Right.
knew that some people kind of do that, but I did not know all of that. That's it. That's kind
Well,
of interesting to know that.
damn.
That's it. Learn something new today.
No, for real.
Learn something new today. Now, as far as the strip clubs go, I don't know. I'll probably skip it.
I mean, I ain't saying I went all in there and rubbed all on the whip, but because of the group that I'm in, we've gone to the
No,
clubs, and then after we all went to the strip club.
I'm not a. It's not. I'm not against it, but I'm not likely to participate in going.
I mean, we
That's the.
had fun.
That's why I'll skip it. Like I don't see. Even if it was a gentleman's club, if I go, I definitely want to be in the back, the very very back. I don't want no attention whatsoever.
I mean, because that was the first time that I met DMX, was when we went to the strip club.
Really?
Because he came to Dallas, and because every time he would come to Dallas, we would be his security. Some of
Now,
our top officials, some of our top
now,
members would be his security, and because we were who we were, we went. I remember the very first club I went to where we were his security was think it was black onyx, black pearl. I think it was in Dallas, black something. So when we went, they stopped. Nobody could go in until after we went in, and because there was so many of us, by the time we went in, nobody else could go in, and they were hot. Everybody was hot. So we went in, and when we of course we were VIP when we went in. So we were backstage. All the little strippers come in. They were trash. All of them were trash. He up there just throwing money, and the money that he had, nobody took the time to separate it because it was all new bills. So money flying up. So some fell down. My sister said, "You ain't gonna pick that up." I'm like, well, shit, don't pick it up. Put it in my I did. It was like a stack of ones about that thick.
Stuck together.
Yeah, because it was new bills. So,
yeah, I'll say this. We did have a couple where the girlfriend, baby mama, she was a stripper, and so no judgment here. Hell, she made more than me. What I'm judge her for. So, but I was asking her like, "Oh, how's that life going for you? Like, how do you do that? Be here for him, be there for your kids and stuff like that." And he comes up there, she said, and he sits outside and he waits for her safety and stuff like that until she gets off from work. So that's when I first realized how dangerous that can be for those ladies when they get off from work. But she was just here in our town was bringing in $1,000 a night.
yeah, and it also depends on what they do backstage.
So I was like, what?
Some of them will go backstage and do little extra stuff, just like my aunt for my uncle's birthday. I think I don't remember what year it was. I'm gonna say this was over like 7-8 years ago. She gave him a big birthday party and she hired like 6-7 strippers. And at a certain time, if the kids didn't leave, it was at this really big venue. She had like a separate area for the kids to go play that didn't leave because their parents didn't want to leave. Most of the kids left. And it was this other area that she let the strippers take him to. And I'm like, "Hey, Charlotte, you let him come back?" She was like, "Girl, he do so much for our family, and he take good care of me." And I'm like, "But you let these strippers take him back there and do whatever?" She's like, "It's just that he do so much." I'm like, "I don't give a damn."
I wouldn't be doing it for that reason. Definitely not.
But guess what? They're not together now. He's married to someone else. And,
oh wow!
And he has a very successful catering business in another state.
Oh, okay then. Well, there that went.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I will say, after meeting that young lady, and she was real nice, very mannerable. Like most of the girls that I see that strip, they walk around town looking like it.
But then there's some that strip
but
and you can't tell.
Yeah, for her, she was very ladylike. She very small, petite young lady, and she dressed real nice. Every time I saw her, she always looked nice. And her kids were well mannered. They used to hang around my kids a lot, and then of course we're still friends with them to this day. But she doesn't do that anymore. But I learned that now if I did go to a strip club, it would be strictly for the experience of the entertainment, and it would have to be a high scale strip club. Because I saw Club Onyx, and I don't know if they still have that gentleman's club, but Club Onyx, when I saw them years ago, and we were doing all this at the table at Outback, waiting on our food at Outback, and they was like, "Oh yeah. Look at this right here at your boys' party that they had through for him at Club Onyx." And Brian and all the guys were looking at it. I was like, well, we down here, the only two ladies at the time. Let me see. And I was like, what? How she do that? Them girls was like completely flat. Their legs was like balancing them on that pole, and a whole nother girl was bouncing off on top of her and jumping down in splits on top of this lady. And I'm like, baby, we both would have been unfailed.
Yep.
Like, we'd be dead.
Yep. That takes some.
Shall I say we wouldn't be breathing no more?
Yes.
I will say that. But I was like, oh my God. And like that little platform, you could not see it. It was money everywhere.
Yep.
I was ready to throw them girls some money through the screen. Cause I was like, what? And it was very entertaining.
Yeah.
Very entertaining.
At the right clubs, they be making some money.
And
These little clubs down here, they make pennies compared to what they be making.
So I did realize that, understanding that you can go for the entertainment.
At the right club, it's an art form.
Yeah.
These little ratchet rinky-dink clubs, most of the strippers here is what they are. They're strippers. They're not exotic dancers.
Yeah. Or entertainers.
Right.
So, but yeah, if I did go, it would be strictly for that. I wouldn't mind going, but not by myself. I would want to go with Mr. Wilson. Because when I saw that, I was like, what in the world? How she do that? Mm-hmm. And I was thoroughly into it. I was like, oh my God. Oh, no wonder she make that money.
Yep.
I was like, I would never.
And they ratchet.
I can't judge strippers.
They act.
Well, I can, but I won't.
You can tell a stripper. A stripper is a stripper. They act that way.
Yeah, these ladies, they had managers, they had security, they had trash bags, and they had contracts. Like, to book these ladies, you had to come off of it.
Oh yeah.
No games. That's just to book them. And so ain't no telling what you had to pay once they got there and did what they did. So yeah, I couldn't be mad at them. I was like, wow. So I'll if it's something like that, then I will say spark it.
Yeah.
I'll say spark it.
I've been to strip clubs.
If I can be thoroughly entertained. I don't want to be performed on. I don't want none of that. I just want to go and just see the art form. Then I will say spark it. I'll say spark it. Other than that, then no. Just if it's trash and I feel like I'm in some trash, no. Skip it. Definitely. It looks like it will be entertaining. And it looks like it'll be fun if it is entertaining. Hell, it might get turned on for Mr. Wilson. But y'all want to talk about something? You got something you want to talk about?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. What?
I'm opening the window for you.
Oh, I know what to talk about.
Well, if y'all just hopped on this feed, this is Freestyle Thursday, where anything goes, and we were opening the door for you guys if y'all had comments or questions. And we had this game that was introduced to me last night on Nightcap with Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco, called Spark It or Skip It. So you guys, y'all let me know what y'all think on this topic, okay? If you would spark it on, or if you would skip whipped cream,
spark,
ice,
spark,
lights,
spark,
candles,
pass,
cover,
pass,
honey,
pass,
fruit,
spark,
chocolate, wine,
spark,
clothes,
pass,
threesomes.
pass.
I should just come in with her responses after every single time. I was just curious. And of course, the strip clubs. Oh, what was the one? I missed one. What did I just miss? Threesomes.
We did that one.
Strip clubs.
Honey, that's a definite pass. What was the other one? You did miss one. I can't believe you said cover. Cover?
Some people like
you
to
know
be
what?
covered
I can
up.
just see you. Wait.
Yeah, get the cover.
Oh, no. No. Oh my God. So conservative. It is just you two in the bedroom.
Get the cover.
And that's probably how you get the cover. Oh my God.
Yes, get the cover.
What? No.
And definitely music.
I don't like to sweat for no reason. No.
Yeah, sure you do.
No.
And of course, music. I can
Oh
do
yeah,
music all day.
It was the TV. That was it.
Did I do the TV? Oh, I did not do the TV.
TV don't
Okay,
have to
what's
be
TV?
on.
No. Now, it depends on where I'm at. If
They said if it's cold, I won't cover. Yeah, well, yeah, you know what, right? I can agree with that. If it's cold, yeah.
If I'm at home, then yeah, TV, definitely.
But what's being at home? Oh yeah, cause.
If I'm at home, definitely TV, and it's gonna be on some action.
What?
Yeah, action.
And action.
Yeah. So
wait. So
it's not just to have just talking in the background. If I'm at home and I need that noise in the background, then it's gonna be something action that's gonna be doing all this shooting and all this stuff going on in the background. Yeah. That helps to keep him silent.
But you know what? I have a feeling that once you come out of your box, once you break out of your shell, you're going to be like militant. Right, left, right, forward, right.
I doubt it. I'm never going to tell nobody how to have sex with me.
Yeah. I think you harder.
No. I'm never gonna do that. I'm never gonna take the lead. So they don't have to worry
one
about
day,
that.
one day it's gonna happen. It might happen just one time, but it's gonna happen. You gonna say, I want to see what it feels like. And then you gonna do it one time. You like, okay, I did it. I don't like it. I'm not gonna do it again.
I'm not gonna take the lead, so I don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
I leave that straight to the man. Straight to him.
Okay.
100%.
All right.
I'm swingers.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what we forget. Look at that. I be forgetting stuff. Okay. Y'all, the other topic that I was going to talk about, I'm not going to talk about it, but I was just going to ask y'all what y'all thought about these tariffs. But don't y'all answer, okay? Because I don't want to hear it.
Oh, you know what? We were going to talk about something else, too.
I don't want to hear about those tariffs.
We were going to talk about soft parenting as well.
Oh, yeah, we were going to talk about soft parenting. Okay, well, what y'all think about soft parenting? I mean, me personally, well, why I brought that up, I was gonna bring that up, and it's gonna be quick. But I saw this little girl, and they was at Disney World, and she's gone viral all over wherever the video streamed at, where she was falling out and having a full-fledged fit. I want to say that was on Instagram. She was having a full-fledged fit at this amusement park. I want to say Disney World, Disneyland, whatever you want to call it. Because she did not want to leave. She was on the ground screaming and kicking, and her mama tried to pick her up, and she just holding down her little old 30 pounds. And I'm assuming that the other little girl that came to help, or teenager, might have been a sister or an aunt or something like that, tried to pick her up, and she started kicking her, hitting her, pulling her hair.
Okay, you know what? I'm finna stop you. This is y'all at Disneyland, and this is me. This is mom. This is y'all at Disneyland. This is Disneyland back here. This is the little girl having a fit. This is me walking to the car.
With that child left behind.
That's it. That's it. She kicking and screaming by herself.
It's like I don't know what situation soft parenting you talking about. Soft parenting is when you have toddlers. I mean, when you have infants, little babies, and you tell them no. That's soft parenting. You give them a little, don't do that. Let them know that's no. That's soft parenting. Now, when they become toddlers and they getting into stuff that can hurt them, and you already done told them no, that's soft parenting. Because the second time, your voice need to have some boom in it.
Mm-hmm.
That lets them know that you mean no. And you got that ripple effect when you make them cry because you put that boom in your voice. But don't go soft on them and go and soothe them because you made them cry or you scared them. No, you want to scare them because you want them to know you mean what you say.
Right.
You mean business. I'm not a believer of whooping my kids. Now, my kids did get reprimanded, yes, for disrespect and fighting. Those two things I did not deal with. But my look could pretty much make them sit down. Stop what they was doing. That first and foremost. And then I'll tell you to stop. That's going to be my softest tone because the second tone not going to be so soft. And if I have to tell you a third time, I'm not even going to tell you a third time. I'm just going to pop you. And I'm not going to wait to where I get to where we're, like if we're at the grocery store, a lot of parents, they don't want to pop their kids out in public because they're in public. They don't want people chastising them, saying that they're abusing their kids. I don't know what child I had, but if I had all of y'all with me or what, but I can't remember. But I popped one of y'all at Walmart. And the lady was like, ma'am, you can't do that in the store. Will you take them home with you?
That would have been my response too.
If I can't put my child in his place or her place, you take them home with you. Okay? That's how I felt about it. Because other than that, if you look at the history of the crimes that's been going on now in today's time, the first thing out these people's mouth is their upbringing. That's the first thing out their mouth is their upbringing. Yeah, you got whoopings, but y'all didn't get a whooping for everything y'all did. Like this was y'all day. I tell y'all go get the belt, and y'all want to fight over who gonna go get the belt. Mama told me to go get the belt. You got the belt the last time. It's my turn to go get the belt. My mom was like, all y'all crazy because your mama finna whoop both of you. Why y'all fighting over who gonna go get this belt? So that let you know right there, y'all wasn't used to getting no whooping. Because who gonna go fight over a belt? If I gotta go get a belt, I'm gonna walk real slow to go get it. And I'm walking extra slow with tears already coming down my face on the way back. And I'm gonna be scared to hand it over. That's me.
See, that's what people need to understand. There's a difference between whooping and disciplining your child than beating your child.
Right.
Your child needs to be disciplined so they know right from wrong.
Right.
Don't just sit up and let your child do whatever and be like, oh, they just a kid.
Yeah.
Okay, your kid is just going to be an adult.
Yeah.
Doing whatever the hell they want to do. And then thinking that, okay, well, I did this when I was this age, so I can do whatever the hell I want. No, you can't. Because if you don't discipline your child, the government will.
Yes. And I will say, as a toddler, as a child, Day probably got more whoopings than all of them. Simply because she wasn't a bad child. She had a smart mouth.
Oh.
But it was a smart mouth she was raised to have. And so Day had an advantage over her siblings because she has her own father. So she had a whole separate family that she didn't have to share with nobody. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so I with Day, I learned how to parent with Day. But it wasn't, I had all the other kids, but Day taught me how to parent because I had to teach her how to share, teach her how to love her siblings, teach her how to think about other people besides just herself, teach her how to not ask for everything she wanted because she always got everything that she wanted. So I had to kind of break her every time she came home. I had to break the cycle that she was going through out there. When she got home, it's like, broke, get over there and sit down. Like, don't bring it home if you're not willing to share.
Right.
Let's put it up. And then you can take it back out there, kind of thing. So she learned how to share. If she did it and she shared and they broke it, then she learned how to not bring it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That way, the more siblings that she ended up having, she loved them immediately. Like, once I had a child, it's like, okay, bring her to the hospital. Oh, we're gonna keep her while you healing. No, bring her home. That way she can get used to the baby. You know, that kind of thing. Get them involved. So I learned how to parent with Day. And I think on her she didn't get whoopings, but she did get popped a lot because she had to get broke from being spoiled in one place and she could not be spoiled in another.
Right.
And temper tantrums came with that. Daddy, I think you fell out with me one time. And we was at the mall and you couldn't get your way and you fell out in the floor and I just let your hand go. I let you hit the floor. Because me trying to hold you while you fall out and try to hold your body and slide out my arms because you don't want me to pick you up on the floor is where you seem to want to be, so I let you go there. Daddy looked at me, yo, now get up. And she came on. And she didn't fall out no more. She didn't fall out on that floor no more. I guess she remembered how it felt the first time she fell on the floor. She didn't fall out on the floor no more. You know, I didn't really have a lot of behaviors with them as babies. You know, now once society get a hold of your kids, that's why you want to try to parent them while they're young now.
Right.
Because society is going to get a hold of your kids and you're not going to be able to control what society teaches your kids. You know, so soft parenting, that's going to get you beat up. Just all honesty. If you look at the people that's teaching you soft parenting, ain't nobody black teaching you soft parenting. Nobody black is teaching you soft parenting. Not a one. I am not a fan of whooping my kids. I got beat for a lot of stuff I never did. So I'm not a fan of just whooping my kids, but disrespect, definitely. You know, fighting, definitely. You know, but all the people that's teaching you soft parenting, they getting slapped, they getting kicked, they getting beat up. And you know what they saying wrong with these kids? ADHD. ADHD is why their kids is doing that. And then half of them end up in jail because ADHD don't disqualify you from going to jail. You know, it don't disqualify you from becoming a murderer. It don't disqualify you from killing your parents, you know, or making your parents stop breathing, shall I say. Nobody black is teaching their kids soft parenting because we didn't get soft parented.
No, ma'am.
So, but to each his own. I just saw that little girl, and all I could think about was like, yeah, no, you would have got right there. I'm a firm believer. Where you show out at, I'm gonna get you right there.
And if you want to later,
I'm not gonna wait till I
yeah.
get to where I'm going, because you then when I whoop you, where once I get to where I'm going, you're not gonna know why I popped you.
Yep. You need to know why you're getting in trouble.
Now I ain't gonna sit there and whoop you in public, but you are gonna get popped. You're gonna catch a hand. You're gonna catch a lick.
Then it's gonna be, oh my God, did you see what that woman just did?
Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I'll tell you what I just did.
Yeah, you got a problem with it, take her home with you.
Send me your address,
let her
and I will
fall out.
send you her clothes.
Let her fall out, kick, scream, scratch you, bite you, hit you, pull your hair, and act a donkey on you. You know, I worry about that because I have my youngest daughter has 2 kids, has my 2 older grandbabies, and they're going through that I'm about to test you stage. Now you're not gonna test Gigi, you're not gonna test me, but you're gonna test your mom and you're gonna test your daddy. And so I'm having to do a lot of co-parenting with these grandbabies. And so, I don't want that to roll off on them when they get grown, when they get older.
But that's really not going to work if they're not going to do the necessary steps or the steps that you're doing. If they're going to let them do whatever it is that they want to do when they're with them, the only time they're going to feel that they're having any type of discipline is with you. It's like they're going to have 2 personalities. Because my second oldest daughter had to have 2 personalities.
I mean,
one with me
Daddy had 2 personalities,
and one with her dad.
Daddy had 2 personalities too. Daddy learned that when she came home, she had to be a certain way.
Yeah.
And she learned that when she got to her granny house, she had just a little bit more freedom. Mm-hmm. Not to say that they didn't parent her, because they did, but she was freer. She didn't have to share. She could freely get and do almost anything. Mm-hmm. And she was the first and only grandchild for a while. So yeah, she was spoiled rotten. And you got everybody around you, aunties and uncles grown, and you the only grandbaby, yeah, you spoiled rotten. So I had to break that when she come home, because it's like, I love you and I treat you the same as everybody else, but I can't have you coming here acting like that, because you have siblings here. You're not the only child here. You can't have whatever you want here, because I can't afford to give you whatever you want here. And plus, you don't want to start something that at one point, what if you can't continue it? Then you really got a problem with a disrespectful and an ungrateful child on your hand.
But unless
they're not
that's
used to being told no.
Unless that's enforced with the parents, it's kind of it's gonna kind of wear, because they're not gonna enforce it. So it's like you're fighting an uphill battle.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, but like I said, they learn how they can act around certain people.
That's true.
You know, and so at that standpoint, I got mine across. My kids, they learned, and I didn't have to beat them to get it through, because I'm 5'3". But once they get out of that elementary, especially 4th grade, definitely, once they get past that, they think they grown in the 5th grade. They think they got muscles. So you're gonna have to do more than a couple of licks to get them to feel it. You get what I'm saying? And then the older they get, you're gonna have to start going from belts to hands, because now they bucking up to you.
But in that situation, so what's gonna happen when they get into school?
Yeah, so it's like, no, I'm not going through all that with you. You're gonna get it right now, and I'm not gonna beat you to do it. You know, like my voice had a lot of boom, and so I'm trying to teach them, parents, that if you want to soft parent your kids, to each his own, but make sure your voice carries to let your child know that you mean what you say. Make sure your look at least lets them know that you're not playing with them to sit down somewhere. Because most of the time, my kids are doing something, they look at me, they knew that they better stop what they was doing.
Yeah.
And then I didn't have to worry about them no more. They was well mannered children in public and everything like that. You know what I mean? I think they was in high school. Brie and Bryson thought they were gonna do all this bickering and going on in Walmart, and it was summertime. I don't know if they remember that. I made them go outside and stand by the car. You ain't finna show out in the store with me. You know that. And no, you're not getting the keys to get in. And y'all can stand outside and argue. I'm not gonna stop you from arguing, but you're just gonna do it outside. You're not gonna do it up in here with me. You know. So they didn't do that no more. They stopped wanting to go to the store with me after that.
I don't blame you. But that was their fault.
You know, so I didn't have those kind of behaviors from my kids, especially once Day behaviors. Hers ended while she was in grade school. I don't think I had no problems out of Day. Probably by the time she made it to second grade.
Oh, well, that's good.
She was smooth sailing after that. Her and Braylon. Most things with Braylon, he was just hype. He didn't bother me. It was other people that he bothered. So I was like, you know, just give me my child. You just stay at the house, sit down. Not just homeschooled him. And it actually benefited him to be homeschooled. But for those of you thinking about homeschooling your kids, you actually got to homeschool your children.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just sit them there and leave them at home and think they're going to learn. No, you actually got to teach them.
Yeah.
I actually went to the education store and bought those books, those little trace books with $40.
Well, I did K-12 with Tatum.
So all I was thinking that well, I eventually switched to Connections Academy. So for those of you that's thinking about that, there is K-12 and Connections Academies. Those two I do know for sure. And I went through Connections Academy to homeschool Braylon. Ultimately, because what I could not afford to do was keep paying $40 for books. And that was just one book. That was just for him. The teacher's books are higher. So I could not. So I think we was riding and the commercial come on the radio and then got back in the car on the way home. The commercial came on the radio. And then by nighttime when I got ready to go to work, the commercial came on the third time. I said, okay, I'm calling them tomorrow. Because you're trying to tell me something.
I saw it on TV, and what I liked about them is they sent everything. And he had a schedule of his classes and his teachers and when his computer messed up, they sent him another computer. Mm-hmm. So, and I just like the schedule. He had English at this time and math at this time and social studies at this time and science at this time. And he logged in and he would see his teacher. And
so for those of you parents,
it's actual school.
If y'all are thinking about pulling your kids out of public school because you want to homeschool them and you don't actually know what to do, you don't have to do anything with the ISDs. Period. That is a self-choice. They have nothing to do with you, and you have nothing to do with them. That is your choice to homeschool your child, first and foremost. Now, if you want a curriculum that you want your kids to go by that can help challenge them and keep them ahead or with the school system. For Braylon, it got him ahead. Like I said, I went through Connections Academy. They sent me books. They sent him books. They sent science stuff. They sent math stuff. They sent fake money, fake coins, blocks to teach them. They ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. They sent. I still got this stuff to this day.
I do. They even sent Tatum a microscope.
Yeah, I had that 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. So my grandbaby get in school, I definitely can teach her starting at 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. That second, first, and kindergarten, 1st and 2nd grade, I had Brian's old school books back in the day, science books with the big old dinosaur on the front of it. Still got that book to this day. I taught Braylon out of that book to begin with. Sure did. Even though he was in 2nd grade, He was behind only because he was already in special education,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So, and then he had to go through the speech thing because somehow my baby picked up a slang Spanish instead of English. So he was already at a disadvantage of learning because you got to pick up a whole nother language before you can even learn what you need to learn in English. And then dealing with the bullying and all that, I said, give me my baby. Y'all not protecting my baby at school. And he here by himself now. His siblings are in middle school now. Come on, let's go. I took him home, homeschooled him. And he'd been an honor roll student every year after that. When I put him, now I did put him back in school come his middle school years. Now I will say this, parents, if you're thinking about homeschooling your kids, is it isolates them. Even with them having siblings, it isolates them. Because if Braylon was the youngest out of 6 siblings total, he's the youngest. So with everybody being in, baby Brown was in high school, Daddy getting ready to go to high school, and the rest of them in middle school. Braylon all by himself in elementary, so he was open to being bullied. You know what I'm saying? So pulling him out helped him, but it also hurt him because he became socially awkward to where that he didn't like being around people. So, and I put him back in school starting his 6th grade year so that he can get out of that social awkwardness and make friends and, connect with people. You want to do that because homeschooling your child, if they're not around kids, it will socially um, separate them from others, you know, my opinion. Now, Braylon's a homebody now. He don't have a need to go nowhere. Now, he got friends, and he hangs out with his friends when they want to hang out. But if they ain't trying to hang out, he good. Braylon, when you want to learn how to drive, where I'm going to go? Anywhere. What you mean? Anywhere without having to depend on nobody. Nah, I'm good. That's him. He's like, I ain't got nowhere to go. But he'll go hang out with his friends and they'll come pick him up faithfully, you know. But before he was socially awkward. So I'm glad I put him back into school. So if you're going to homeschool your kids, make sure that they get into some type of sports activity, something extracurricular that's going to engage them with other kids because it will isolate them from society. If y'all thinking about that. And there are, like we said, you got K-12 and you got Connections Academy. Those two I do know for sure. Those programs are out there that can help parents that want to homeschool their kids. And they were good programs. If you don't have a computer, they help you get what you need so that you can homeschool your kids. And they do virtual visits. You can see your teacher and you can see all the kids that's in class and y'all get to talk to each other and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They do actual live lessons your child has to interact with.
Yep.
It ain't like this mess they had going on with the ISDs during COVID.
Yeah.
It's nothing like that.
I don't know about Connections Academy, but I know K-12. They even did outings where they did
they had zoo visits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And only thing was that they were in Dallas and Houston, so we just chose not to participate. But on those days, if they had something scheduled, then I scheduled something for Braylon to do.
Oh no, they had stuff here. They had K-12 did stuff here.
Oh, good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Braylon's was like, we having this and this in this area
because they had so many different locations. They were all scheduled on the same day. They were just in different locations.
Yeah. That's how theirs were, but it just wasn't here. So, I guess they might not have had enough students here to kind of pull that together. Because I was trying to figure out like, how am I going to get him in sports and stuff like that?
I didn't even know that it was that many people that were doing K-12.
Was doing it.
And then
and for how long it was already going.
When they were doing like the start, that what they call it STAR now. Yeah, when they were doing the STAR testing. It was so many people. I was like, God, there's that many people.
Yeah. And the requirements are totally different too. Because when you re-enroll your child in school, if your child 9 times out of 10 will be ahead of the ISD by the time you enroll them. And they can actually skip a grade or 2. if they're with their level of knowledge by the time they get out of these programs. And you don't have to take them out. You can leave them in there all the way through 12th grade.
Yeah, that's what I did with Tayden.
You know,
because he didn't want to go back to what they call brick and mortar school. He didn't want to go back.
But you just have to. You as a parent cannot be lazy with this education, because you
have to be involved.
You are their at-home teacher.
Yep.
Like I had got a chalkboard so I could sit there and work out stuff with him and make him come to the board and do it behind me to make sure he learned it. And then I'd sit him down at the desk and make him do it. Like, you have to get involved with your child's education in order for him or her to succeed in it. So I will say that. But soft parenting. I'm against false parenting. No, you ain't got to be aggressive with raising your child. You know, I'm against that too. You don't have to be aggressive. But if you're going to soft parent, then you better have some boom behind your voice, your look, your actions, everything, to let your child know that you mean business. Simply because when you tell them not to do something, it's not just because you don't want them to do it. It's for their safety. And you want them to listen to you the first time so that they don't get hurt.
And people also need to know that soft parenting does not mean to not parent.
Yes, because there are a lot of adults out here, like I tell my daughter, I need you to parent my grandbabies, because there are a lot of grown-ups out here that don't play with kids. And if you don't parent her, somebody else is going to do it, and it ain't going to be in a good way. And yeah, we can all sit here and be mad about what we're going to do. Nobody better not put their hands on her. Nobody better not put their hands on my kids. What you going to do when they do it? You ain't going to be there. The damage going to be done. Plain and simple. That's how I see it. Yeah, you can go after them once you get there, but it ain't going to stop your child from having a black eye or a broken jaw or a busted lip or a broken nose. You know what I'm saying? Or from being unalive. The damage is going to be done. And we done all seen a bunch of videos of these adults getting tired of these bad-mouthed kids. And it ain't because they not being raised. Some of them, society got a hold of them. You know, and then the parents, it was at a loss after that. So hopefully you can get a hold of your child before society does. That's my whole point with soft parenting.
Yeah.
So, but to each his own. I hope you got a plan if you soft parent. That's all I'm saying. But other than that, if you guys hopped on this feed, this is Freestyle Thursday. I don't have anything else left to say.
Me either.
And if y'all think about this game that Nightcap, Ocho Cinco, and Shannon Sharp came up with, spark it or skip it. Y'all let me know what y'all think and what y'all do.
I can't believe it.
Now, we will be back on here on Saturday for Relationship Saturday, and I hope to see all of you there. If not one of you, I would still be grateful. And if you can't show up then, I will see you guys back on here on Hot Topic Tuesday.
And we out.
Bye, you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all, okay? I always appreciate y'all. And I will see y'all next time. Definitely see y'all next time. Bye.